What's up YouTube? This is Victor on the Let Me Explain show, and today I would like to do a comparison between the iWatch 6, that's the 44mm diameter one, compared to the iWatch 3, the 38mm one. Why I want to do this comparison side by side is because I had a really hard time deciding whether I should upgrade to the iWatch 6 and also whether I should move away from the smaller versions of the iWatches, the 38mm to the 44mm. Okay, so we've gone through the setup of the iWatch. Is that yes, the screen does make a difference. It's a huge difference. And would I recommend getting it? Well, of course, that's up to you. It depends on why you want to get it. I was simply frustrated by the idea of holding on to this small watch. It felt small, but I wasn't sure whether the display, larger display by 6mm would make a difference. And in all honesty, it does make a difference. I just feel that the iWatch 6 is so much easier to see, and I feel more comfortable with it. So would I recommend getting it? That's up to you. So once again, to recap, it is a bigger display. It is a better display. It has ECG, which monitors any palpitations in your heartbeat. And they do recommend that you call your doctor if you have issues like that come up. So the watch is not diagnosing a health condition, it's alerting you to an irregularity within your system. I love that feature about it. Another thing I love about it is the blood pressure monitor, especially during these times when we're faced with catastrophe that has to do with your breathing. You know, I like to monitor my blood pressure and my blood oxygen. So I'm excited about those two features, and to me they're totally worth the investment to upgrade my watch. But it's been 3 years. It's been 2 to 3 years since I had the Apple Watch 3, and right now, as you can see, I've already reset it to put it on the market. It's ready to be set up and used by the next owner. I've got a video of that reset coming through, but that's another thing. So in conclusion, I'll say I like the Apple Watch 6. This is just a GPS version, and it feels like Apple. It works like Apple, which is reliable and easy to use. So do go get it if you so feel inclined. It's a premium feel. I like it. Right, just to add a bit more value to this video, I'm going to go through some of the features I really love about the iWatch 6. I know I said this is a comparison between the 3 and the 6, but let's talk about the 6 since it's here. I can't show the feature right now, but when I'm washing my hands, I do get a countdown, a 20-second countdown, which shows me, which then says, well done at the end, to show me that I've washed my hands for 20 seconds. It's absolutely awesome. And we've gone through this one. This is the blood pressure monitor. I'll just have to readjust my screen. And that's the other thing I love about it, the always on display. So I love this feature because it actually documents my progress in blood oxygen. And in this case, excuse me, so that's the always on display, kicked in right there. So we just tap the screen to activate it again. And so I've got a log of how my blood oxygen is going. You might be wondering, what's the point of capturing your blood oxygen? Well, in these days where breathing is affected by what's going on around, it has something to do with your blood oxygen. So monitoring your blood oxygen for me is important, since I'm prone to those breathing issues, right? So I won't go through it, because if I do, I would have to keep my hand very still, and you'll have to wait around for 15 seconds to see me do it. But again, with the watch, the faces are absolutely brilliant. I like the choice of faces, but mostly with the real estate of the screen, I really have this massive screen to work with, which is brilliant. I like that about it. And yeah, I always like to see my battery, and the battery on this watch basically lasts me about 2 to 3 days. That's what I've seen so far. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting so far, and I'm happy about that. Compared to the iWatch 3, that was lasting a day. I would go through just a day and the battery would actually die on me. So I'm happy about that battery upgrade. For me, it's been totally worth it to get the iWatch 6. And let's go into, of course, this is your exercise monitoring and so on. I just love the bigger display. I'll be honest, bigger is better for me. It's working for me. Messages. I also like the Memoji, which I didn't have on my iWatch 3, and this is where I can customize my emoji to look like me. Oh, oops. It's pretty standard iWatch stuff besides the ECG, which I talked about in the video. And in this case, it measures the rhythm of your heart to see if there's any irregularities with it. And it must be noted, as Apple did note, that this is not a medical device. It's not certified as a medical device, so it shouldn't be used as such. But it does work as an aid, a bridge between you and your doctor. So if you, for example, if you notice any irregularities on your watch, then you could ask your doctor about it and walk through what's going on. And to measure your ECG, you simply take your finger, I hope you can see my finger, place it there for 30 seconds and off it goes. It's pretty interesting to watch the graphic on the screen, you know. And I come from analog days where this stuff belonged on hospital screens, and it was one of those things you would only imagine of having on your wrist. And here we are with technology so advanced. For those wondering how old I am, yes, I'm 46. There you go. So there we go. And so it does give you the warning that the ECG is inconclusive. It will still be saved. You will repeatedly get this result. If you're not feeling well, you should talk to your doctor. So it's telling me my ECG is not looking good. It can't decide whether I'm okay or not. But I know exactly the reason why this happened is because I'm talking while I'm doing the reading. So I usually get a steadier reading if I'm not talking. And of course, these are the faces. Oops, I don't know what I did there. And the rest is standard Apple stuff, really. I won't go through the rest of the stuff. And that's it. I really love the size of the iWatch 6. It does it for me. And would I recommend it? Once again, well, it's up to you. If you feel you would enjoy a bigger display, a watch with an always-on display, this is my always-on display. And if I twist my wrist, it should come back on up. So let's get it back to there. And I like that, and I really enjoy it. So this was my little gift to myself, an upgrade from the iWatch 3, and I'm happy I did so. And the beauty of it is the iWatch 3 hasn't lost too much value over the last few years. There goes the always-on display. So that means I will sell my iWatch 3 and it will compensate to the purchase of this watch. So ultimately, it won't cost $450. It will come down to something like $300 if I manage to get $150 for my iWatch 3. But I don't think I'll get $150. I'll probably get $120 or maybe $100. But what I'll do is I'll invest that money and just let that investment grow. So over a year, if I invest it in an ETF and then swing that trade, go sell when it's high, buy when it's low, keep doing that. Over a year, I should be able to recoup the money I bought for. I used to buy this watch. Hopefully, also the money I used to buy the iWatch 3. So that's the idea behind this, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it ended up being rather lengthy, but I thought that would be important to include that piece of value. All right. This is Victor on the Let Me Explain show. I say so because all of us go through it. You know, you think if you get the watch, then you'll exercise more. Some of us think that. All of us is a generalization, so I shouldn't say that. Not at all. Not everybody. You know, I bought running pants and running shoes and thought I would be motivated to run. I ran for 2 days. That was it. So the watch won't make you exercise if you don't want to exercise, if you're not motivated enough to exercise. That's just the truth. All right, I'm rambling. All right, back to the video.